scoop piercings, surface tongue piercings, horizontal, sometimes called frog eyes incorrectly. Coming up next on Pros and Cons by a Piercer, episode number 83. So stick around. For those who are new to the channel, my name is DaVo. I'm a professional body piercer and have been since 1994. I own and operate the Axiom Body Piercing Studio located here in sunny Des Moines, Iowa, inside Skin Kitchen Tattoo. So when I talk to you about these things, I'm talking to you with a level of expertise that comes with being in the body piercing industry for well over 26 years. The piercing we're going to talk about today is one that I would advise against getting done. We'll get into that whys and etc. here in a little bit. What it is it is a surface-to-surface piercing that is done horizontally on the top of the tongue. Sometimes these are called scoop piercings. Sometimes they're called frog eye piercings, but also venom bites used to be called frog eye piercings. So, yeah. There's a lot of problems with this, primarily because it's going through two muscles. If you insist on getting it done, which I don't know why you would, it should be done with a surface-to-surface piercing or jewelry, surface-to-surface barbell. This is just not a good idea. But anyway, we had a request for it, or I did, so we're going to go through it. Starting with the pros. Pro number one, this is an extremely rare piercing. This is not a piercing that is commonly done. You are not going to run into 7 or 8 people that do have this, or 7 or 8 people that actually do this piercing. It is not something that I would really regularly come across. I think I've only seen one in the wild, and it was halfway done, as in rejected. Which brings us on to number 2. This is a cutting-edge piercing. This is experimental. This is something that is just right on the edge of not working. People have thought about doing it for years. They haven't done it because it's not a good idea, or they've tried it and found out, yeah, it's not a good idea. But it is on the cusp of pushing the limits of what you can do with body piercing. Number 3, if you get this piercing, you can experience a speech impediment. Yes, you will know what it's like to have one, because I doubt that it's going to go away even if you were able to keep this piercing in for more than a couple months. Number 4, it'll build your clout on social media, because you can take pictures of it and show it over and over again shortly after it's done, and then stop posting things about it once you remove the jewelry because it was a bad idea to begin with. Number 5, it won't be in your body for very long, so it probably won't do that much damage. One of the advantages of piercings like this that don't work is your body either rejects it, or you get so sick of dealing with it that you remove it. With the pros out of the way, let's move on to the cons and disadvantages, the bad part of it, as if there was that much good part of this particular piercing. So we'll start with number 1, migration and rejection. Because this piercing is not a piercing through something with 2 sides or a heel or a mound, there's no way to really secure the piercing. The other problem with it is that it is through 2 muscle groups, which we'll get into the problems with that a little bit later. But that constant movement just increases the likelihood of your body rejecting or causing this piercing to migrate. Number 2, impairs the movement of the tongue. Your tongue has 2 muscles on both sides. It's like when somebody has their tongue split, you notice they can do little tricks with it, like flipper tricks and all kinds of things, and it looks like 2 little fingers. The reason why is because it's 2 separate muscles. Attaching those 2 muscles will impair your ability to talk, your ability to eat, your ability to do anything with your tongue, because it will be keeping those 2 in kind of an alignment. Not a good idea. Number 3, bone damage. If you do leave it in long enough, you have two balls banging against the top of your mouth. Those bones that are in the top of your mouth tend to be kind of fragile. The constant knocking against it will cause damage. There's also the possibility, depending on where it's positioned, to do enamel erosion and gum erosion. Though these are kind of done usually further back, so it's not going to have as much contact, it's still a possibility. Number 4, it keeps unethical piercers in business. Most of the people who do this piercing, there's one of two types of piercings that are piercers that you're going to encounter. The first one is somebody that is just trying to push those bounds, trying new things, seeing if things work. Then the more common is the guy that has had 15 people come in and ask for this piercing and saw it on Instagram and saw that it was getting a lot of likes and is more worried about losing business than doing a piercing that's going to last and not do harm to the person wearing the piercing. Basically, they're in it for the money and the possibility of missing out on business because they refuse to do something, even though they know in their heart of hearts it is a stupid idea, is somebody who's unethical. All they care about is the cash. They don't care about your well-being. And the last one, number 5, it's a complete and utter waste of money. This is a piercing that you're probably going to end up removing the jewelry. It's not going to be something that you're going to be able to enjoy for very long. The healing on this is anywhere from 21 days to around 4 months. It's going to be a miserable experience. It's going to impede your ability to eat, talk. It's going to be uncomfortable. There's going to be swelling. It's just not going to be a good experience, and it's just not worth it. So that's all I have to say on scoop piercings, surface-to-surface horizontal tongue piercings, or whatever they decide to call it next week. If you enjoyed this or found it informative, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it, because we like it when you like it. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscription button and then click on that notification bell so that you're notified every single time we post something. If you like merch, you like t-shirts, you like fanny packs, you like stickers, you like tapestries, you like throw pillows, check out our merch store. Links in the description, plenty of great stuff there, and roughly over 12 designs. Till next time, here's hoping all your piercings heal with ease and without a single issue, unlike this piercing. And if you're in the Des Moines, Iowa area, I hope to see you for your body piercing needs in the future. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe, stay clean, stay healthy, and we'll see you in future videos.